Hi, I'm back, and I'm so glad to see that you're back too. And today we're going to be doing James chapter 4, verses 13 and 14, just two verses. And there's a lot in this, and then we'll continue the same thought again tomorrow. So I'm going to first read the verses and then talk about it a little bit. So here we go. And this is about boasting about tomorrow. And so here we go. Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. I love the way the King James calls that mist a vapor, because I guess in my imagination, I can imagine a vapor just dissipating, and it doesn't often take that long to have happen. Do you plan? Do you have a planner? Some people have several planners. I've never found that to work. It's too complicated for my life, but I make my lists. And I did have a planner until 2020, and then it was like 3 months nothing was on it. Everything got knocked off of it, and I never got back into doing it. I tried, and every time it did, something would happen. And I still have my lists. I put them in Trello, and so in a way, I do plan what I'm going to do and move it. And then I use Google Calendars, and I have it blocked off as to what I think I'm going to do that day, and the things and places I have to do and go to. So I have my plan. But James is telling us that we need to hold our plan loosely and not boast about today or tomorrow, what we're going to do. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to say, today I have an appointment with this doctor, or I have an appointment with my girlfriend to meet her at the coffee shop. It doesn't mean you're going to not do that. It just means to hold it loosely and to say, if the Lord wills, and have that attitude that God is in control of your plan, to pray over it at the beginning of your day and allow Him to choose what you're going to do. So, James is confronting his readers, which happens to be you and me. So, James is pointing out how important it is not to boast about what plans we have today or tomorrow. It's like a myth where what our plans are, it like quickly happens and they're gone. And he wants us to focus on God being in control, and also that the thought that our life is short and it's going to be over quickly. So to um, put into our day and into our plan the things that have lasting, um, eternal lasting value to them. Now, that doesn't mean that some of you don't work outside the home in a secular position, or like some people I know, they work from home on their computer, and they do something that's got secular value to it. What it does mean is that you may be in a place on your job or in whatever activities that you have, that where you'll meet somebody who doesn't know the Lord, and you're in a place that no pastor would be able to go, because it's your place and spot in your life to go to that place, so that it can have eternal value. And it doesn't mean that if you, like I used to work at a big facility for a special needs girl, or well, the ones I took care of were special needs. And so, and I used to work at a coffee shop. So back in the day when coffee shops were probably really new and they also served food, it was like wonderful. And so don't like think you have to do the kind of thing I'm doing. This is what I do with my life now. And if you are a mom like I was, raising my kids were in my home um, for 30 years. And I was just thinking about that today, how quickly motherhood is over. And for me, it was 30 years until between when the first one was born and the last one left and moved out. That was just a blessing to me. And it was because my kids spanned 12 years. So yours, if they span only 2 years, they might be gone in only 20 years or 18. So those years are very valuable. They are valuable to you and hold an eternal value. And so don't overlook that, and just be know that God has your plans for each day and he is controlling it. So make your plans, give it to the Lord and allow him to plan it, and or to have control over your plans, and ask him what his plans would be. And that's just how to do that. So what is being addressed here is an attitude of arrogance over your plans. So you may have three planners for different type of things that you do in your day. That's okay. I can't do that, but you might, because the author of this book that I love going to also, and I have some of her other books, and I really enjoy. Her name is Elizabeth George. Wonderful, and she had several planners, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with planning. The attitude is that's wrong is when you have arrogance over your plan and you feel that you are entitled to this plan, and you get messed up when your plan is adjusted and when things turn all around. Just like in 2020, we had our plan for that day. I remember backing out of my driveway and getting a call from a friend and saying that everything was being shut down. And so my whole life changed at that point. Hold your plans loosely and allow the Lord to have control over your plans, and just don't boast about tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to look at the next 3 verses, and take this a little deeper. So I hope you join me, and thank you so much for being part of this course. So see you tomorrow.